Hey, what is up YouTube? I want to give you some updates on the IRS. Many of you have been requesting about IRS taxes, so I wanted to tell you what was going on with this tax season and some helpful tips that just might save you some more money. So just to let you know, the IRS is receiving an additional $80 billion. Yes, can you believe that? $80 billion is what they're getting to do a lot more with. Wouldn't that be nice if we were to give that to our seniors like SSI, SSDI, survivors, those on VA, our Social Security recipients, our seniors, to help them out get through this inflation? But yes, they are receiving $80 billion, but this video is strictly, specifically targeted to helping you understand the IRS tax season of 2023 and how to save more money. So this was a part of the Inflation Reduction Act, the $80 billion going to the IRS. This is supposed to help the IRS to hire more employees to do, number one, improve the customer service for you, for me, and not only that, but to process the tax returns more quickly. And of course, this is something that we do not want at all. Nobody wants this. Deal with more audits. So in case someone was trying to gyp the system or do something they weren't supposed to, they have enough agents to do more investigations and more research to get the people who are trying to do something the wrong way, and which that means more audits. So the IRS has processed, get this, 9.9% more tax returns right now compared to the same time last year. Now, guess what? They're not screwing up. They're not messing up, which is definitely a compliment considering it's always an issue when we're trying to get money from the IRS. So kudos to them. But more Americans are filing their tax returns a lot earlier this year, and you might be one of them. You might have already had it filed. Let us know down in the comments below. But what we're speculating is that the reason so many Americans are filing early is so that they can get that tax refund as quickly as possible, because people right now are not having a ton of cash. They're not having a huge savings account. So any extra additional income would definitely be helpful, especially in this time. Now, right there, I want to stop and say thank you all to all of our new subscribers that have joined the family. We've got a ton of information right here in this video, several tips and tricks that will help you with filing your taxes this year, things that will save you more money. If you want to win a free chance to get a $25 gift card to any one of these 3 restaurants, all you got to do is like and subscribe and let us know which restaurant you would like for a chance to win. And if you're looking for a good option, based on everybody on this channel, Red Lobster is the way to go. All right, so let's move forward. So again, back to Americans filing their taxes a lot more sooner. Well, guess what? That's to help cover the expenses that you have to pay on a daily basis. Now, if we go back to the charts, if you look at this, 2.6% more tax returns are being sent in than from last year's. 8.2% are from professionals, and 25.9% more refunds have been issued than last year. But here's where the biggest, scariest thing that kind of everybody was surprised about is, according to the IRS, and this came off their page, the average tax refund last year has fallen significantly this year. So if you were to file your taxes last year, you would have got an average tax refund of $3,536. Now this year, guess what? You would be getting an average of $3,140. Now to you, to maybe a lot of other people, $400 or $500 difference doesn't seem like a whole lot, but to a family that really needs some financial assistance, that 11.2% decrease is definitely a big indention, considering that people are relying on that tax refund to help them either catch up on bills, pay some bills off, or get some new clothes for the kiddos and the family, and just kind of help out the house. Maybe do some repairs that you've been trying to do. But if you're using that tax refund for something like that, let us know down in the comments below. So I want to say that that's even more shocking, considering that this inflation's been around 6 to 9%, depending on, you know, what calculations you're going off. Therefore, if you look at it in real terms, all the tax refunds that are going out this year are 20% lower than they were last year. Now, I know that we haven't got a stimulus check this year. I know it's not from the federal government. Now, there are individual states that I've got another video for you coming that I'm telling you, you're going to love. It's all of these states that are sending out stimulus checks in 2023. That's in this later video that you need to make sure you're staying tuned for, because I'm telling you, you're really going to enjoy that surprising, shocking news of checks going out next week. So you definitely want to stay up to date on that. But here's the thing. One thing that I'm happy to see from the IRS, with them so-called adding so many more agents with this $80 billion money that they were given to help, you know, strengthen their team, strengthen their core, get more people hired, and follow a better structured process. The only thing that I'm going to say that is a lot better from that is that they're getting refunds within a week compared to 3 weeks. I remember when I filed my taxes, it would always take 21 days, you know, right around 18 to 20 days to get our tax refund. And now, because they have so much more people, they're actually getting them within a week. And I think that's why so many Americans are filing so quick, because they know you have until April 18th of this year to get your taxes filed. So hopefully, if you get it filed really soon, then you will get it within a week if you do the e-file. Now, there was no stimulus programs from the federal government this year that could tie them up on additional money being sent out or money that was going to go to you. So last year, the bigger pandemic-related tax breaks expired December 31st of 2021, as they were eliminated for tax year for 2022. For big ones, for the biggest change year over year with charitable donations in action. So you can claim this tax deduction even if you were taking the standard deduction, and 90% of Americans claim the standard deduction is that benefit. It was eliminated for 90% of tax filers. I know that is some very, very big changes. The second thing is that the tax credit for the child care expenses has been reduced dramatically. So in a nutshell, you could get a tax credit for a child care expenses, daycare, which is a good example that was in 2021. But the tax credit, can you believe this, was $8,000 in 2022. And guess what? This year, it's been reduced to a maximum of $2,100, $2,100. That's a dramatic change. So, I mean, that's a huge difference. Now, another thing on the list is the child tax credit. For those that have kiddos, getting a child tax credit per kid would just help out, especially during tax time. So guess what? If you have qualifying children, let me tell you what it was in 2021, because it's tremendously reduced. The child tax credit was $3,000 for children ages 6 to 17. Now, if you had a child that was around 6 years old, you would be getting $3,600. But guess what? Now this year, it reverted back to $2,000 per child, which I'm telling you, it makes a huge difference, especially depending on how many multiple qualifying children that you have. And so another thing, the last thing that I want to talk to you about is the earned income tax credit. Okay, that is having a lot of impact on people with children in 2021. There's so many things happening with the income tax credit, with the child tax credit, expenses like daycare, and of course getting a tax per child. I mean, it literally $3,000 to $2,100. I mean, that is a dramatic change. So if I can leave you with some tips, we all know that the IRS takes up to 21 days to get that tax credit back to you. But a lot of people in reality are not waiting. They're just gonna go ahead and get it done as quickly as possible. But here are some helpful tips. If you're really wanting to get your tax refund within a week, make sure that you do the e-file and that you also do a direct deposit. That's gonna be the quickest way for you to get your tax refund money. Otherwise, you're gonna be waiting much longer for your tax refund. And guess what? So far, 98% of all the tax refunds that have been done so far were done through e-file. So if you're claiming to earn income tax credit, those are not allowed to be processed until February 15th. So make sure that you do e-file and direct deposit. Now I get it, if you can't, you can't, that's understandable. You just have to probably wait a little bit longer, maybe a couple more weeks. But again, if you can figure out how to do the e-file and get the direct deposit, you will get it within a week. Now, if you would like some more tips about taxes and filing, wanting to know about the IRS of 2023 and the breakdowns and things that could actually save you more money, tips and tricks, then let me know down in the comments below. We have done a ton of research for you to find the most helpful information that's gonna help you. The whole point of you watching these videos is to get the help that you need and information that's actually going to put more money back in your pocket. So this video was different, but several of you wanted me to do a video on taxes, so I'm gonna see how it does. But again, let me know down in the comments below if you would like more videos like this. I could dive deeper into what the IRS is actually doing, more tips and tricks to help put more money back in your pocket. And again, I want to thank you guys so much for watching. We couldn't do it without you. That's why we're doing a ton of giveaways right here on this channel. And all you have to do is become a part of the True Life Investing family. Again, if you are in the storms, if you've been impacted by the storms, our hearts and prayers go out with you. Hope you're doing good. Hope you're being safe. We had a huge windstorm here in Tennessee. Several trees were knocked down, power lines out, people out with power. I still have some family members out with power. I hope the power comes on soon. It's really not fun not having any electricity, but I hope that you're staying safe. I care about you guys. I love you guys. Thank you for the comments down below. Again, let me know if there's anything I could do for you when it comes to making videos. And until next time, I'm John Miro. Peace.